Whoa, can't believe this. So on my last video, I made more than 5 views. Like way more than 5 views.
Can't believe it! I can't believe this!
And somehow I felt obligated to make this video earlier than expected. First thing first, you guys are crazy, but thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for these views. And second of all, I'm gonna talk in this video about my top 5 favorite moments in Baasha. And let me tell you, it was a difficult exercise. Baasha is filled with so many iconic and awesome moments that it was hard to choose just 5. So here's my top 5 and a bonus, and let's get started. Okay, truth to be told, this is actually more than one scene in the movie, but I genuinely love this moment because of its meaning. The Kutavalaka scenes. Manikam made a promise to his father before his death, because the father was like, "Oh, I'm dying. I have so many things to do." Especially about your brother and sister, like marry into a good family, make a police inspector, and make a doctor. Can you do that for me, please? And Manikam was like,
"And I'll do it."
So Manikam decided to assign each wish to one of his siblings, which is kinda dumb. Like Shiva and Gita can't do both, like getting married and having a career. Okay, seems like Kavita is not blessed by the goddess of education, but she seems okay with just being married.
Sorry, I'm rambling.
Anyway, the man put 3 Kutavalaka on his father's altar, and Kutavalaka means lamb, sort of, so that each of his siblings will light this once that wish is achieved. But the scenes when Kavita and Shiva light the Kutavalaka are really the cutest moment in the movie. There are a lot of emotions displayed in the scene. Manikam feels relieved and satisfied. Kavita and Shiva are really happy to light these lamps, and Gita is always hugging someone in the back with a big smile on her face. And I really love what happens in the background. Like, look at this. Look, this is so cute. The saddest part is I really wanted to see Gita light the last Kutavalaka, because she's such a cutie pie, and yes, she's my favorite. But I think that you already guessed that. Anyway, between you and me, I felt that there should have been, 4 lamps, like the last one for Manikam, because the man fulfilled more than one wish. He also promised his late father to live his life as Baasha, and this deserves at least 1 Kutavalaka, but it's just my take. So when Gita is scared, I know that everyone liked the Ulepo moment more. Yeah, the Ulepo moment has more peps and it's more famous, I guess. But Gita being scared is my most favorite moment. So for context, Gita is on the verge of being injured and probably raped. But Manikam catches her, and when she sees her brother, she starts to cry. Probably because she felt safe in her brother's arm. She was pretty stressed. Remember, at this point of the story, Indiran kidnapped her and brought her home and threatened to rape her in front of everyone. So that's a lot. So there she is, crying in Manikam's arm, seeking for comfort and safety, and next thing she hears is the sound of someone getting punched, like, not the best imitation.
I think I can do better.
And at this moment, she realizes that the one who made that sound was her brother, Manikam. The nicest man on earth. At least she thought he was the nicest man. The man who would never hurt anyone or anything. Her innocent brother. She was like, what the hell happened? The shock on her face is priceless and says it all. The girl is confused, she's scared, and she's lost at the same time. And I really love this moment because this is the moment where Baasha is out and the lamb reveals himself to be a dangerous wolf. And I know that when he asks his brother to go back home is more famous, but I prefer this one because the scene is just perfect. Gita, when she walks away from her brother, Manikam doesn't have any BGM, just the sound of the train. And I really love this choice because it enhances that shocking feeling that everyone has, except maybe the mom who knows the truth. Still in the same scene as it holds another awesome moment. Yes, it's still according to me, but I think for this one more people will agree with me. And this is the interval moment. I mean, just the block right before the interval. It is good, like freaking good. Indran is down because Manikam just whooped his ass for good. And at the same time, Manikam's entourage took care of Indran's men. Then Manikam / Baasha is facing a broken Indran while his men come and kiss his hand, visibly happy to see Baasha's out. And then They all take place while Baasha threatens Indran to beat his ass if he ever comes back and lights off. And Baasha is telling his favorite dialogue, like, if I say once, it's like I said 100 times. I won't say that in Tamil because my accent is a crappy one. It's almost an insult to this beautiful language. And then we have the interval flashcard, like tada. And I talked about this in another video on my YouTube channel weeks ago about the beauty in a Tamil movie interval. And Baasha's interval is legit one of the finest because visually it's well done. Just, Manikam / Baasha standing in the dark and threatening someone. And all this build-up gave me enough expectation for the second part of the movie. At this point of the story, the public knows that there's a lot to uncover. The only thing we know is that he was a ruthless Don and he made a promise to live this life when his father died. But besides that, we have no other clue and we can only make speculation. And whatever people imagined back in the day, during the interval, I think that no one could have guessed what would have happened in the second part of the movie. The second part is pretty heavy because, it unfolds the mystery that is Baasha. Baasha's life only. The whole flashback portion could have been a whole entire movie as it has everything and could stand on its own, but it chose to make it a flashback. So this pre-interval has its fair share of mystery and awesomeness because seriously, this gave me goosebumps. And truth to be told, I'm so jealous of those people who had the chance to watch this movie in a movie theater. Because seriously, I think that they had one of the greatest experiences of their life. But I think that's okay because I was lucky enough to see Anamala on a big screen and that interval was fire too. Mark Antony intro, this, oh la la, this awesome moment. Seriously, I'm not kidding. The fun part is that the main antagonist only appeared in the second part of the movie, like late in the movie. I think there's no mention of Mark Antony before the interval, but I'm not sure. But god damn, there's really something magical about Raghuvaran, the actor who played Mark Antony. And yes, I'm still fangirling, but I won't change my mind about this actor. And the way he portrayed Mark Antony is just wow. I mean, the man didn't say much aside from the bad news and then good news line. And you know what? These few seconds are more than enough to understand how dangerous Mark Antony can be. The guy killed someone in a very nonchalant way because he's not happy with the news he brought. And then he's smiling again.
What? A murderer, man, a real psycho!
But if I wanted to be fair, this is the bare minimum to be a dangerous Don. Seriously, just watch the scene. Just watch it. And you'll understand why I love this moment so much. And yeah, this is how I'm forcing you to watch this movie. Yeah, not really subtle, I know. Let's talk about the goat of this movie, the one, the only, the awesome Sethu Vinayagam, my man, the actor who plays the role of an indecent college chairman, a gross human garbage who wants to become Geeta's sugar daddy. Yes, that's gross. Nevertheless, Geeta is crushed and she's crying I don't know why she's crying. Anyway, she talks about that to her brother and Manikam is like, okay, I'm gonna convince your chairman to let you study without any weird transaction that involves any devil's tango. And this moment is just funny. So the chairman is yapping, telling him that he's a dangerous man and he can do whatever he wants. And the man is trying to be all scary and all. But Manikam is like asking so sweet and so kindly, can we just be alone together for a few moments? And the chairman is like, okay, let us be alone. And at this moment, Manikam is just having this tiny smile on his face and he's like, you know what? I got another name. And from this moment, oh my god, it's just gold. We are looking things from Geeta's perspective and that's really funny as hell. Geeta is wondering what the hell is happening, but we, the public, we can literally see that the spirit of this chairman is about to leave his body and is probably praying on the inside all his ancestors and all the gods he knows to keep him safe and alive. And I love how the chairman goes from
お前はもう死んでいる
to and I love this scene so much, especially at the end when the chairman is left alone with this man and one of his henchmen is like,
Who's that guy?
and the chairman was like, whoa, speak with respect, okay, boy? He's like my brother, and if he's my brother, he's everyone's brother, and he's about to cry. No, seriously, this is my most favorite moment from the entire movie, and this is probably the hill I will die on for this movie. Okay, let's talk about the bonus moment. I call this because most of Tamil kids have experienced this moment at least once in their life. So Baasha's father is screaming at his son and wants him to stop his fight with Antony. And the man is yelling, and in the blink of an eye, he's all mushy and smushy, and he's switching to the kind father, asking him if he's okay and if he eats well. And this scene is a bonus because this is what a regular Tamil parents looks like. They switch so fast from the nice column to the mean column and vice versa. And if you're familiar with the manga word, there's this manga quite famous named Dandadan or something like that, and there's this character named Gigi who's super kind, and all of a sudden he can turn into a scary guy, the evil eye. But there's a reason for that, because the evil eye is living with him in his body. And this switch is also a good way to describe a Tamil parent. And you, what's your most favorite moment from Baasha? Is this one of the moment I just described, or is it another one? The comment section is all yours. Anyway, I think that's it. I think I said pretty much everything I wanted to say about this. So until next video, take care and see you next time.